Hello, everybody. Today we just took off from Newark, New Jersey International, and we're going to head over to JFK, check out the scenery along the way. I've made some changes on the Xbox, and basically we're just testing it out to see how it's going to work out. So we got it set in the morning light, as you can see by the sun over the water. So we're looking down on the shipping lanes on the Jersey coast. And I'm keeping an eye on the terrain to see how fast it's popping in. And then the other thing I'm going to be looking for here is color and smoothness. And then I did make one adjustment on my TV as far as the screen color, and I've got it in what they call user mode. Which other settings I have is soft, a blue, which kind of gives you a little bit of a bluish hue in the sky, and it's not bad looking. And then there's another one, I can't remember the name of it, but right now I'm using what they call user. Oh, I know what it was. It's called regular, but I'm using the user color right now for the screen on my HDMI monitor, which, I mean, as I'm looking at it on my monitor, it looks pretty good, but I'm not sure how it's going to come out on the video. You can look down and see the scenery's popping in. It's not bad considering where I am. I mean, usually in New York, things can get a little wonky for the Xbox. So I'm going to do a real quick 360 on the camera. No stuttering there. Of course, when you make that move, and you come back, you can see some of the image, the scenery popping back in. Even though it's there when you started the move, it kind of disappeared and then it came back in as soon as it figured out that you're looking at it again. So I think, believe me, I'm not a professional in this at all, but I think that has a lot to do with the, what do you call it? Because you can adjust that particular setting. I got a brain cramp. I can't even think of the name of it right now. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these clouds up top. There we go. A little bit better view. So there's the Statue of Liberty down here. The island, Staten Island, or not Staten Island, but the island where all the immigrants came in and processed in. Again, brain cramp. I can't remember the name of it. And there's the New York skyline. There's a plane. Let's go bring in some traffic. So we got quite a bit of traffic going on up here. So again, the clarity on this, I see a big improvement on the adjustment that I've made. I also see quite a bit of difference in the smoothness, I guess you would say, of the movement of not only the terrain below me moving, but the plane going through the air. And again, we're over the top of New York City. That's pretty impressive. A lot of terrain has not popped in yet, especially out over my left wingtip. It's a little bare out there a little bit, almost in the Central Park region. So I'm also interested in what the result of the video is going to look like, to be honest with you, once I'm done with it. It might not even be anywhere close to what I'm seeing here, but I can tell you this. I see a huge improvement on my adjustments. The other thing is, this girl's on the climb today. Good grief. Bring the throttle back a little bit more. The other thing is, I've noticed, and of course I don't have the best eyesight in the world because I'm very, very old. And I've always had trouble with some of the gauges, the steam gauges on some of the other planes, and just with a little bit of blurriness, I guess you might say, kind of the numbers, the digits and stuff are kind of out of focus. But I noticed it's this adjustment that my gauges right now, to me, looking at them right now, are pretty daggone clear, which is an improvement for me, because I'm not having to sit there and squint at my steam gauges. All right, let's bring the power back, start dropping it down a little bit. So it'll be good to see what happens once we get really close to JFK. Again, the scenery down below me seems to be rendered in pretty good. I think, personally, the color differences in the trees and the building tops in the water is a little better than it was. And I really wasn't going to make these adjustments on the Xbox S because it can cause you some issues when you're doing this adjustment. You can get yourself in a little bit of trouble with the Xbox responding if you don't follow the exact sequence of making your changes. So I copied the changes exactly what I was watching on this guy's channel, and I did exactly what he said, and I'm kind of here to say right now that I do see some improvements. With this being New York, with the scenery so heavy down below, you can still see some terrain popping going on, but it's not bad, not as bad as it could be. And I think what I'll do, instead of making an approach right into JFK, I'll do a flyover, and we'll take a look and see what the airport looks like as we cross over top of it. I am almost certain that there's going to be tremendous amount of terrain popping going on. Probably as I'm crossing over the airport, you're going to see it change, which you really don't want, because it kind of takes away from the immersion. You kind of like to have all this stuff in place out in front of you, but again, it's not bad. So we'll just go right over top of JFK. Just look straight down. Look how clear that is. I mean, to me, with my eyes, it's clear. Now again, I don't have the best eyesight anymore that I used to have when I was younger, but I have noticed already that things are much more clear than they were before. So, if only for that, I'm happy with the change. I'm going to knock on wood ahead of time that there's no stuttering going on right now. Do I expect it? Yes. I am really expecting some stuttering to start happening just around the airport. So we'll see what happens. Let's get down a little lower. So you can see that the terrain popping at the airport itself is starting to occur. It's filling it in. It's trying to fill it in, the best it can for an Xbox S. So right now, I really can't complain, because I'll be honest with you, there's been times I come in here, I just get out and change locations, because it sucks. I mean, it just really sucks. It's not any fun. But this is flyable. This is flyable. You see some planes popping in. You also see some planes that are already there, but their details coming in as we're flying over top. It's not bad. You can definitely see the textures on the grass that's down there, brown, green, the different tarmac colors for the asphalt. That is a lot of planes down there. Look at all those name tags. Oh my God. Amazing. So I'm really curious for those of you that have PCs, and if you get a chance, if you're looking at this video, tell me what you think it looks like, you know, compared to your PC, which I'm sure is much better, but what, you know, what's your honest opinion of what you're seeing right now? Like I said, the green's greener. I'm seeing better shade. The terrain popping is not bad considering where I am, New York City. I'm not getting any stuttering. So, yeah, I'm really curious what you think. So let me know, if you would, write me a comment, kind of let me know what you think. Is it bad? I mean, is it really, really not that good? And I'm still pretty blind, or I don't know. What do you think? I was just kind of circling over the middle marker there. I didn't think I was going to get away from it. And of course, with the high clouds, you're going to have a little bit more turbulence, which that doesn't bother me. That's realistic. I actually like a little turbulence anyway, just because that's what you get when you're really flying. You get bounced around pretty good sometimes. I mean, that seatbelt's popping on your lap, and it can be pretty annoying sometimes. But yeah, we're getting some pretty good up and down drafts here. All right, let's head back to the airport. Not seeing any stuttering. Which you gotta admit, for Xbox, that's not bad at all, because it's quite common. And this Cessna 170 can be a little hussy sometimes on landing. You got to be really gentle with her, or she will let you log about 4 landings on one approach if you're not careful. You see, I don't know if you can see that there's a black divider line that pops up in the terrain. I've noticed that a lot since the update. Since update 15. I never used to see, there's one right there, right over the water, little water right to the left. They pop in, they almost look like a road or a bridge, and it's just some kind of divide. I never used to get those until the update, so I don't know what that's about. They just kind of come and go. Jeez, really high. Wind's right down the runway. Just a little quartering crosswind, not bad. That wasn't a bad landing. I'll take it. Ring the flaps up. The one thing I have to do with the 170, and I didn't do it this time, is I do have to make some rudder adjustments before I fly. If you watch, I'm going to make some pretty light inputs on the rudder. Watch the tail. And those are tiny movements. All right, so anyway, that's the end of the flight. I just wanted to share this video with you to show you that some internal changes that I did with Xbox and not really flight sim. It's the Xbox adjustments, and I think they've helped immensely with color, clarity, speed. I mean, the quickness of, the frames, pretty daggone good. And so what I did was I changed two things. I've changed to 120 hertz, from 60 hertz to 120 hertz, and I went from, I think, 8 or 10 bits to 36 bits, and I'm running 1080, and my monitor itself is a 4K, so, but I don't record in 4K. There's no way I could sit still long enough for video to upload. So, all right, I'm gonna let it go there. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're a little impressed the fact that this is an Xbox S. I just flew from Newark, New Jersey to JFK with very little problems. Talk to you later.